Good day, everyone. Welcome to the Cyber Show. I'm Abdul, and I'm here with my co-host
Agnes, and we have a lot to talk about today.
Yes, a lot indeed. Medical technology giant has been compromised. It has about 8,000 of its devices wiped
Sikana shit.
by one
Sikano
compromised,
Ashe.
admin account in about 3 hours. That's amazing. Yeah.
Also, Microsoft again patched a bug in Office where you can be hacked by just an email. Weird, right?
Yeah, really. And a critical AI vulnerability was exploited in 20 hours. That's not too much crazy, man. In 20 hours, with no proof of concept. Attackers just break their version and they get it out.
Yes, so today we have actual receipts, we have headlines, and we are going to be diving into them live while we watch. So stay tuned.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Now, Striker. Not Lukaku. Striker is a medical device company, right? Yes. 56,000 of employees, 61 countries, $25 billion in revenue.
Sikana shit.
That's a lot of money.
Sikano Ashe.
They make equipment used in our hospitals. The surgical tools, the surgical robots, and the defibrillators and all that. Yeah. Right.
So on March the 11th, 10 days ago, they were hit. And that's how TechCrunch covered it. It says pro-Iran hackers broke into medical tech giant Striker and mass wiped thousands of its phones, tablets, and computers. The hack is thought to be the first major cyber attack in the United States in response to the Trump administration's war in Iran.
Trump again?
Yeah.
Anyway, when you said hey, I actually thought I was going to ask if it was hey as in a punch, uppercut.
No.
No violence in terms.
Cyber wars are also actually wars.
Yeah.
Alright.
Well, the first major cyber attack in this back and forth that has been going on between the US and Iran, and on yeah. Well, I just want to let the context sit here for a second.
A pro-Iran hacktivist group called Handala, I don't know if I'm right or wrong, claimed responsibility. And they didn't do it quietly too. They said this was, and I'm reading this directly, the start of a new era in cyber warfare.
So, a new era? Is that Handala?
Is that Handala?
Oh, Handala. Let me see if I can find the meaning of Handala. Nah, couldn't find it. Well, right. So, geopolitics aside, how did they do it? Somebody asked, how did they do it, right? How did they wipe out 80,000 devices and compromise something of that major? Well, here is a beeping computer, right? Now, the threat actor used the wipe in, what do you call it? Intune, right? Microsoft's cloud-based endpoint management, right? That's basically what it is. Now, to use data from about 80,000 people, which is shocking because think about, your hostel self, when you were 60, you carry that much also. And 80,000 people, that's a lot of people, right? So it happened between around 5 to 8 a.m. UTC. UTC is UTC, Universal Standard Time or whatever. On March 11th, that's just recently. Well, the attacker carried out the action after compromising an administrator account, admin free at these admins. Anyway, and then creating a new global administrator account. So basically now the admins don't have control of something this delicate that we use to, take care of people in our hospitals, which is very sad.
Meaning it just took 3 hours, 5 to 8 in the morning. I think most of the strikers ID team were either asleep, making coffee or something like that. I can't say on live television.
And look, here's the part that I keep coming to that I don't understand at all. They didn't use any form of malware. There was no malware. There was no ransomware.
We call
no,
a 0-day attack, right?
Yeah. And for the viewers, 0-day attack is something that basically has not happened before, and you are not aware. Because something like this is very new. No malware used, no ransomware, no, any of the malware that you can think of. But at the end of the day, this is very surprising.
Yeah, they just use the system against itself. Yeah. And then Microsoft Intune has a remote wipe command inbuilt. I don't know why they would do something like that inbuilt, but it turns out they do.
Probably from their compromise.
Yeah, it's a feature designed for IT admins to wipe lost or stolen device. Like, when you're using Apple and then find your device, in case that your device is lost, you can remotely wipe it in case someone will come across them and would want to use your data against you. And Handala just used that feature as a skill meticulously. Yeah.
To wipe them out.
Yeah.
So basically, they turn the firewalls on the house.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice. Well, here's what the CISA does, the U.S. Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Agency, said this week about the whole thing. Because after this happened, they issued a guidance to every organization in America and cybersecurity. So they turn the firewalls on the house.
Using the firewalls that comes with the house. I mean, who does that? Microsoft. Why would you build a system so fine and then you add the manual as to how to destroy it? I don't get it. Do you?
Apparently I do. Actually, that's how some systems work. Right?
Really? So you build your system and then you add like a self-destruct sequence to it so that anyone at all can use it.
Sometimes
And even if you add it, should it be like something that is so easy to know?
yeah, sometimes it comes in handy. But
For me, I don't agree. I don't agree. Because, like, what is the use of it? So that in the future you can destroy the system one day.
like I said, it comes in handy. Well,
It came in handy and then they were hacked.
well, the viewers think if it's necessary or not, and all that. So, here's what the CISA had to say about it. I mean, the whole attack and all that. So they said using MFA is multi-factor authentication and multi-device management, can reduce the likelihood of simple account takeovers, like what has just happened with Striker, right? So, and for destructive functions like wipe actions and Intune and other modern platforms, a multi-account approval feature, right? A multi-account approval feature that ensures that no one can take critical changes should be brought into play.
So a multi-admin approval,
Mhm.
that means that if, let's say, one admin can wipe 80,000 devices, there has to be a second admin to say yes, that feature actually exists.
Well, Striker has not disclosed whether that feature was turned on at the time of the attack or not. So one can't really tell.
Which tells you what you need to know, actually.
Enable MFA, enable multi-admin approval for distraction actions. Do it now, not at the end of Q2 or World War II or something, or World War III apparently.
Yeah, so with the multi-factor authentication, you can do it with any of the social media. You can do it with your email and all that. It's pretty simple.
Yeah, so she means it doesn't just apply to the big tech companies like Striker and all that. So you should practice it so that probably at the workplace you don't actually get confused, no?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So moving on, the second Tuesday of every month is what's known in our industry as Patch Tuesday. The day Microsoft released their batch of security fixes, and every month without fail, a security blogger, Brian Kurtz, did I get it right? Opens his coverage the same way. Let's see this month's intro. It says it would hardly be a proper Patch Tuesday without at least one critical Microsoft Office exploit, and this month doesn't disappoint, guys.
Microsoft again.
Yeah.
Always them. Well, Brian Kebs, an icon of cybersecurity journalism. Sounds like he's reviewing a restaurant he visits every month out of obligation and has long since made peace with it.
Same menu, different catastrophe. This month, 82 vulnerabilities, 20 days already publicly known, 8 critical. Now, the one everyone is talking about, CrowdStrike's breakdown.
Oh, the preview pane.
Yeah, so let me read the Patch Tuesday analysis.
Right.
So CVE 2026-26110 and CVE 2026-26113 are critical remote code execution vulnerabilities in Microsoft Office. Exploitation requires no user interaction and can be triggered by sending specially crafted malicious files to the target user, with the preview pane serving as an attack vector for both vulnerabilities. The preview pane.
Really? The preview pane. Huh. Which is just the thing where Outlook, you all know Outlook, no? Yeah. Not to look outside though. Outlook is a Microsoft Office package and all that. Yeah, it is where Outlook shows you a little thumbnail. Also thumbnail. You know thumbnail, but
As email, like it shows you a preview.
Of an email. Before you open it, you don't click anything. You just look at it, right? Outlook, look at it. Yeah. And then you know this is an attack vector or not. You don't just dive into it like a pool.
There is also an Excel bug. Malwarebytes covered it nicely. It's about Copilot, Microsoft AI assistants. I mean, we all know, we all use it. That's now built into Office. Are you ready for this? Yeah. Said Microsoft Excel information disclosure flaw, which could be used to exfiltrate data via Microsoft Copilot. So if you think you are using the AI, but you can actually be hacked through using Copilot. Hey, this thing is something.
That's what? So I pay extra for Copilot and then pay for what? Getting hacked or my info getting compromised or what?
So it's simply your AI assistant is working both sides. It's helping you and it's not helping you.
A double agent.
Yeah.
How? Well, it's Microsoft. No pun intended, but it's Microsoft. A double agent in your spreadsheet. Huh. Well, make sure to patch immediately just so you don't.
You guys have to really work on it because the Copilot, we as students, we really use it. We really do.
I don't.
You do. He does.
No! Anyway, well, don't forget to patch so you don't get compromised and all that, right? Welcome back, guys. Now it's time for the 20-hour window. This is where my colleague Felix will be giving a live report from the open internet. Over to you, Felix.
Thank you, Abdul. I'm Felix, the field reporter reporting live. I want to talk about a number today. The number is 20, as in 20 hours. Because this week, that number became a benchmark for just how fast things are moving out here. So on March 17th, a critical vulnerability was disclosed in a tool called the Langflow, which is an open source platform with over 145,000 GitHub stars, used to build AI agents and workflows. The bug gets a 9.3 out of 10 on the severity scale. Well, no proof of concept, no walkthrough, no tutorial. They read the adversary, the public document that describes the vulnerability, and built a working weapon from the description alone in under a day. The researcher who actually found this bug, Averia Sirastava, wrote about it on Medium this week, and he put it plainly. I love that. The wrong fix is not a patch on top of a bad design. It's removing the thing that was wrong in the first place, which is frankly a metaphor for about 60% of cybersecurity problems. And the wider message from Info Security magazine this week about this exploit, about this entire pattern, Well, they are reading the same things you are reading right now. Today, and they are faster. Your patch process, the tickets, the approval, the staging environment, the change freeze. That process was designed